Hello again, my beautiful friends. I know that it's been a little while since the last time I posted, and I hope that you guys have been doing well in that time. I definitely missed you. I hope that you missed me too. But let's jump into the video. For today's reading, we're going to be looking at your person's current feelings for you and just checking in on what's going on in their heart, how they're feeling, how they feel about your connection, and everything like that. I wanted to try something new today when it comes to helping you guys choose your piles. So on each deck, we have these numbered index cards, and I wrote a little channeled message for you guys on each one of the index cards. I sat down and really connected with the energy of the pile and with, what Spirit wanted to let you guys know through this reading today. So, hopefully you guys will feel called to one of these and it'll help you pick a pile. Before we get into that, though, I just want to take a moment as usual to check in with you guys and make sure that you are taking care of yourselves. I hope that you remembered to drink some water today. If you haven't had any water today, please take this as your reminder to drink water. I hope that, honestly, I've Pavloved you guys into seeing me and seeing my videos and it reminds you to drink water. Like, that's truly my goal, is for me to remind you of water just in general. But yeah, and if you've been sitting or laying in the same position for a while now, I hope that you could take this as your reminder to just get up and walk around for a little while, because it'll get your blood flowing, and I promise your joints, your muscles, and your bones will thank you. But with that being said, I'll give you guys a second to just meditate, pause this video if you need to, and think about which of these decks is calling you in, which of these numbers, which of the colors, which of the messages you feel might be the one you're going to connect with. So I'll give you a second and then we'll get started. Okay, well, hello my friends who chose pile 1. So if you felt attracted to this index card as well as the Wizard's Tarot, then this reading is for you. And we're going to try and figure out your person's current feelings for you. But first, let's take a look at your index card. So it says, "There is big news I haven't told you yet. I will explain soon." So for the theme of this reading, pile 1, your person is sitting on information. There is something they haven't told you. There's something they have been thinking about, contemplating, and sitting with. And I think that they're trying to prepare themselves to communicate this information to you. For some of you guys, they're definitely in this preparation stage. I was just really, when I channeled this message, picking up on a very powerful energy of contemplation. And I feel that your person is thinking very deeply about you and about this connection, and they want to be able to communicate how they truly feel. And I think you guys are going to see the product of that effort sometime soon. But with that said, let's grab a few cards just to get a read on the overall energy that's surrounding your connection with your person, pile 1. So what can you tell us about pile 1's connection, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. The Magician and the Five of Wands. So what this Ace of Cups tells me for you guys is there's this overflow of energy right now. With the Ace of Cups, it's usually depicted as this cup with just all of the water kind of flowing out of it, because there's just this abundance of new love, of new emotion, of new energy. And I feel like your person is sort of sitting and nurturing some feelings right now that are blossoming into sort of this spirit of abundance, this energy of just having a fruitfulness from your emotions. Things are meaningful, things actually matter to your person. And I feel like this is a connection where both of you feel like this connection is important. Both you and your person feel that the other one is important to you. And, I sense with this Ace of Cups, it seems like some of you guys feel like that might be one-sided. You feel like you're the only one who has this intense energy coming through here, where you feel like your person is super precious to you or super important to you. When I sense this is a cherished connection on both ends, and you both are sort of living individual lives where you feel the other person's presence, and you feel that the other person is super important to you, and just this is very meaningful and it matters very much to both of you. I sense with this Five of Wands that it's been difficult for this connection to make progress and for this connection to move forward, and a lot of you guys have been really frustrated because you can see this really beautiful potential that things have been sitting on for a while, and you can see that there are so many possibilities between you and your person. You know, I sense that the communication in certain moments can be very powerful, but also I think that openness and direct communication with your person is difficult to pin down, and sometimes you find yourself sort of guessing what's on their mind, really having to overthink their body language, having to overthink their behavior, because you're just really not sure what they're going to do in the future. You're not sure what's to come, but new things are coming, new seeds are being planted, and I think new things are happening. You know, I sense especially with communication, new things are going to be happening soon. But let's get some more information on your person's current feelings, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and move this index card so we'll have room for the tarot cards here. So we have the Emperor. All right. This is Aries energy, so you or your person could be in Aries, but it is a general reading, so remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We have Strength. Okay, lots of major arcana coming out here. That's Leo energy, fire sign energy coming in. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So, Pile 1, I sense that your person is, you know, they're the type to kind of keep things to themselves, and they're the type to kind of keep things guarded. You know, I sense that you guys feel like this is just like this very passionate, very expressive person, but at the same time they can be so stoic, and it's like difficult to understand, or it's difficult to read them. I sense you guys are usually very intuitive people. You just have this heart that easily connects with other people, and like you just feel like you easily understand other people. It's almost like this just invisible connection that you can have with anybody that you meet that allows you to really understand deeper things about them. And you guys usually have an easy time connecting with somebody's energy, but I feel like with this person, you know, it's really difficult to understand them. And it's even possible you've like had times where you're just like sitting there trying to figure them out. Like you're thinking really deeply about the things that they've done or the things that they've said, and you're trying to like figure out what it means or like how they feel. And it's really difficult because I think unless your person directly communicates the way that they feel, it's hard for anyone to ever know what's truly on their mind, and they can be really unpredictable. I sense your person feels this very strong desire for structure in their relationship with you. They care about definition, and they care about things being predictable. They care about things being defined, but I think more than anything, your person wants to be in control. And like when they're not in control, it's difficult for them to move forward with things because they feel kind of uncomfortable. And so your person has sort of had this internal battle to deal with. We have the Strength card coming in here, which is usually, you know, represented as a woman and a beast, right? And it's about our ability to conquer our emotions, our ability to have the courage to face the really unpredictable, really difficult, really ugly parts of ourselves, and also just the really uncontrollable emotional parts of ourselves. And I sense that your person has sort of had this beast to conquer, you know, this just like really overwhelming sense of emotion towards you that felt really chaotic for them and made them feel really uncomfortable because they didn't feel like they had this structure and this piece of having control like the Emperor might feel. But I sense that right now they're in this space where they know their feelings for you are really powerful, and they know that their feelings for you have this power to control them. Like they care so much about you that it has the power to control them, and it has the power to take over their life. And while that was something that used to be really scary for your person, now they feel like they've conquered that. They feel like they have the strength, they have the wherewithal, they have the skill to come into a space where they allow themselves to be happy, and they allow themselves to really just enjoy this connection and indulge in the joys that you have to offer. You make your person really happy. I feel like that is just point blank. You make them really happy. I think that when they think about you, they just remember joy. You know, they just feel this really nostalgic energy, and they just feel this really connected energy. Like you can express yourself really well. They can express themselves really well. And so I feel like your person just feels like they are their true self around you. And they just feel this joy and this happiness around you that makes makes them want to spend more time with you. And I think it can almost become a hunger for your person, like just this desire that they feel over and over and over again of like, wow, I can't wait to spend more time with pile one. I can't wait to just really feel at peace and feel at home with pile one. And just, it's something that I think verges almost on like codependency, because like this 9 of Cups, the danger that comes in with the joy and the fulfillment that you feel with the 9 of Cups is that like it can almost be too fulfilling. It can almost be too much sweetness, too much happiness, to a point where like that's the only realm in which you want to spend your time. And I feel like your person feels like this fear that they're on the verge of this like codependent energy with you, where they almost want to keep their distance a little bit because they're scared to jump right in and feel this like, oh, I just want this to be my world forever, and just want to spend time with you 24/7 and every second of the day. You know, and I sense that they've just had a little bit of a struggle because you make your person feel differently from how anyone else has ever made them feel. I think that this is all new emotions. This is all a new experience for them. They've just never experienced something like this before, and it's just something that's difficult to understand. And I think that's why the progress in this connection is going really slowly. We have this Wheel of Fortune coming in here, so I sense that your person feels like the tides are turning in some way. Things are changing. There's something they've been waiting on, something they've had to have patience for, and I think perhaps for some of you guys it's just like this intangible thing where they're just not sure if they're ready. And they're just not sure what their feelings for you, you know, how that can be expressed or what that should mean to them. And I feel like it's just been this very confusing energy for them. And even if they've known the answers to those questions, it's almost like something invisible is blocking them, or like putting their hand out and like saying stop. You know, like they want to come towards you, but there's just been this energy, this invisible energy telling them that it's not time yet, or that they need to stop, or that they can't come towards you. And I sense that your person feels like the tides have turned in that regard. They feel like it's time to come towards you. It's time to explore this connection more and really see what it has to offer. So we have this Ace of Pentacles coming in here. So I sense, you know, for pile one, your person wants to make an offer to you. Your person wants to spend more time with you above all else. And I think that the physical intimacy and the physical affection that comes from your person is going to elevate. And I sense that for some of you guys, that message is good, but also you're the type of people who really want verbal affection. And I sense that your person struggles with that the most. Your person struggles with verbalizing their emotions the most, but they are someone who can give you something real and something that you can hold. I think like gifts or gestures, like they would, you know, go grocery shopping for you or fill your car with gas. You know what I mean? And, you know, give you hugs, and like physical affection, I feel like is coming in more, and just gestures of your person wanting to be around you, wanting to spend time with you. You know, your person just really wants to give that to you, and I think that that's the plan that they have for the future in this connection. But I sense again like they're going to struggle the most with verbalizing their feelings, and Spirit is just warning about that now. But we had a couple more cards pop out. So we have the 10 of Cups and we have the 9 of Pentacles. So, you know, a lot of you guys have had to, you know, with this card that we had come out, right? There's big news I haven't told you yet. I will explain soon. I sense that like a lot of you guys have felt frustrated with this stagnation in this connection. It's almost like the energy is like building and building and building sort of against like a flood wall that is sort of breaking. And like that pressure has been breaking down the flood wall for a really long time. But while that momentum has built up, you guys have really gotten frustrated with your person. But you know, we went from this Ace of Cups here to this 10 of Cups coming in here. So it's like this very, it's 0 to 100 all at once. It's this very immature emotional energy coming to this very mature emotional connective energy. You know, the Ace of Cups is a person by themselves. You know, the Ace of Cups can be interpreted as sort of like being about self-love at times, whereas the 10 of Cups is about not only love with a partner, but love with a family. You know, it's being connected with your community. It's being connected in every, you know, most divine, most fulfilling way possible, to a point where you just like, you feel true love and you feel true happiness within that love. And I sense that, you know, again, it's going to be this very 0 to 100 really quickly. Like your person has this offer of true love, and it's almost going to feel like your investment is really, really reaping rewards for you here. But with that being said, let's get a couple of predictions for the near future for you guys. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups. Again, I sense, you know, you're going to have a little bit of this patience. You're going to have a little bit of this patience that you've had previously, while just this energy fills up and fills up and fills up, because we have this orange color coming in here, which tells me that, you know, things are sort of building in someone's passion center. It's building in someone's, you know, the parts of them that feel desire before they're ready to sort of take action. And I sense that they're going to be building more for your person's emotions in the meantime before this offer comes in. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Page of Wands. So I feel like this near future energy is going to be like very ambiguous and very difficult to interpret for you guys. But there's also going to come, it's almost like I see you guys like really working to figure out a puzzle or something. Like your person tells you something that you're like, wait, what did that mean? Like they've never said anything like that before. Like, what does that mean? Or, you know, they'll treat you in a certain way, or they'll talk to you in a certain way where you're like, wait, what's going on? You know what I mean? It still will be ambiguous. You won't really know what it means or what's going to happen moving forward, but you will feel like, okay, new things are happening and this is really strange. But let's grab a couple more cards just about what advice Spirit has for you. So we have the 9th house, Faith. Definitely, you know, I think just having some patience and having faith that things are going to work out, and also that things are going to work out in the way that you have predicted them in your own mind and with your own intuition. We also have Leo, I will. That's more Leo energy coming out for you guys here. Definitely, you know, I see that like willpower energy kind of building up for your person. I sense that like their motivation to act upon their feelings for you are getting better and better and better, and I think you're going to see just more action from them and more expression from them. And then what also popped out is Taurus, I have. So, you know, something real, something tangible, something you can hold, something you can have, something you can own, whether it be physical affection or a gift or whatever the case. I think that your person's going to come in with some type of gesture that makes you guys feel like it's really real. But with that said, let's grab some message cards from your person, pile 1. Spirit, what does pile 1's person most want to say to them? We are going to just shuffle a bunch of cards out and then we'll read them all at once. It's difficult to shuffle the cards and show them to the camera at the same time. That's why I do it off camera. But yeah, okay. Can we please do this at my pace? So I feel like a lot of you guys are, again, getting a little frustrated at how much of a struggle it's been to get your person to act. I've been feeling very lonely lately. Okay, so they could be struggling a lot with that and just feeling the repercussions of loneliness, the repercussions of pushing other people away perhaps, and feeling like they don't want to have to deal with that anymore. I'm so afraid of messing things up again. I love how much you can make me laugh. I care a lot more than you think. You meant a lot more to me than I let on. So perhaps you mean a lot more to me than I've been letting on, or you meant a lot more to me in the past. I believe in you. I just don't want this to end. So perhaps your person doesn't want to lose you. You will hear from me again. Don't take it personally. I'm just going through a lot right now. You know, I think that, again, they've just been dealing with sort of conquering some confusing emotions. And then finally, give me a sign that you are open to speaking with me. So hopefully some of those resonated with you guys. You know, definitely it is a general reading, so just take what connects with you and leave what doesn't. Some messages could be for someone who isn't you. But the final thing we'll do for this reading is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation that this was for you. So Spirit, which one of these does pile 1 need to see today? So So for zodiacs, you guys got Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aries, and Sagittarius. And then for letters, you guys got T, D, N, Y, N again, I, B, A, M, and P. So the letters could spell something out for you guys, or it could be you or your person's initials. The zodiacs could be your sun signs, or maybe it's your big three. Could be you or your person's big six. But if the charms don't apply to you at all, that's also totally fine. They're just a cherry on top for confirmation. And if the rest of the reading resonates, then it could definitely still be for you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and it's in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just about my pricing and the services that I offer and everything like that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, my friends who chose pile 2. So if you guys felt attracted to this index card as well as the Dream Keeper's Tarot, then this reading is for you, and we're going to try and figure out your person's current feelings for you. But the first thing we'll do is take a look at the channeled message in your index card. So this says, "Have you received my messages? I feel closer to you lately." And when I was channeling this message, I saw like text messages. So it's possible some of you guys who chose this pile, you're dealing with somebody who recently reached out to you over text, or, messaging app or something along those lines. I feel like your person might have sent you real life messages that you are like, you're not sure how to respond to them. Like I was getting sort of this like frantic, confused energy of like, you don't know what to say to them, and you're kind of shocked by what they've been communicating or the fact that they communicated. But I also sense some of you guys could be getting messages from your person through dreams, or something along those lines. But I think this is someone who's definitely been trying to communicate to you, trying to send you some really big, really important messages because they've been feeling closer to you lately. So yeah, let's grab a few cards just to get a read on the overall energy that's currently surrounding your connection with your person. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 2's connection with their person? What can you tell us about pile 2's connection? Okay, so we have the 3 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. Ooh. So what I see here for you guys, pile 2, is someone who's trying to protect their energy. Like I feel with this 3 of Swords and this Queen of Cups, it's almost like you made the person you're asking about, like you made them an offer of love, or just something that was really emotionally powerful and something that was really emotionally vulnerable. Some of you guys may have, done something physical with this person, either for the first time or just in a really vulnerable moment for you. And I sense that there was sort of an exploitation of that vulnerability, or sort of like just this lack of respect for that vulnerability. And you have your guard up now. Like you just feel less trust in this person. You feel like you don't want to open yourself up to this person. But I think a lot of you guys also feel very connected to them still. And I think that there are still some very powerful emotions that you feel for them, some very powerful just feelings of missing them, feelings of wanting to reconcile or just know where things stand. And I think that your person really wants to hold on to this connection, but I also sense this is someone who might be lacking in self-awareness. I sense that this is someone who doesn't realize the degree to which they hurt you or hurt your feelings. And I think that they really want to hold on to this connection, but they don't really realize, how much differently they should have handled the situation. And I think that they feel very strongly for you, but in many levels, they're just not as evolved as you. They're not as spiritually and emotionally connected as you guys are. And I just sense this is someone who has maybe caused you harm in the past as well. So yeah, let's get some more information. We're going to move the index card for now. But Spirit, how does pile two's person feel about them right now? So we have the 3 of Wands. Okay. The 5 of Cups. And the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so, wow. So I sense that your person feels like you're sort of this like far away entity. Like they feel like you're not available to them right now. Your energy is very closed off. Like they can really tell that you have this protective guard up, and I think that they weren't expecting for that to happen. I think that they weren't expecting for their actions to have had the consequences that they've had. I think a lot of you guys are really coming into your own when it comes to confidence and when it comes to self-love. And I think you have a lot of demands of this person that they haven't really met in the past, but you've let it go. And I sense that now things are different because the hurt that's been caused goes deeper than anything ever has in the past. And so I think you guys just really, really have your guard up, and your person can really tell. They feel like you are just existing at this distance, at this profound distance from them that they've never experienced before. And it's something that's just so depressing for them. Like it's so difficult to deal with, and they just don't know how to process this idea that like maybe they've lost you. Like they really are coming to terms with this idea that like, I think I lost pile 2. I think that I just have no power in this situation. I did too much. I went too far. I was too selfish. You know, I just, with this person wrapped around in red, I always think of red as sort of this symbol of personal power in the tarot. And I sense that, you know, with this person wrapped around in red, and then the red going all the way to the moon, it's like the moon can represent sort of this overwhelming tide of emotion that you just can't control. And I think that your person might have acted with irrationality. And again, this lack of like self-awareness, this lack of realizing what it was that they were doing or seeing things clearly, and their ego went too far. Something went too far that they were so self-indulgent that they didn't realize that they lost you, is what I'm seeing with this 5 of Cups energy here. You know, Spirit is showing me someone just, maybe they're like in their cups too. Like this person could be drinking or getting drunk when thinking about you because they just feel so much disappointment in themselves and sadness in regards to, you know, the feelings that, you know, just the things that they didn't notice in the past. You know, I think that this is a cycle for them at times too. They lose people due to similar behavior, and I think that they feel really badly because you really mean so much to them, and I think you're really important to them. And I think that whatever has happened in this connection, pile 2, has caused your person to do a lot of self-examination, a lot more than they would have done before, and they're working really hard on themselves now. And I think they're trying to build themselves up in order to show you that things are different, and to show you that they can be better, and that, you know, there's a reason to invest in them, there's a reason to trust them, to have faith in them, to be there for them, because they are going to improve and things are going to get better. And I think that they're kind of done with this era of their life where they're feeling sorry for themselves, or where they're feeling powerless. And I think that they want to take their power back and really do what needs to be done in order to impress you and have you in their life. And, you know, I think that your person wants to do something to make things up to you, and they're working on a way to do that. But, you know, just something about the energy lately has had them really recently come to terms with this idea that, oh, like pile 2 is walled off. Pile 2 is keeping themselves safe from me. They don't trust me, and I might have lost this connection by being too reckless. That's the energy I'm picking up on for you guys, pile 2. So, you know, I think that your person is just really feeling like really bad about something that they did, or the consequences of their actions, really. And Spirit is really, oh, we had a lot popping out. Give me a second, you guys. But, you know, I think that Spirit is really proud of you guys right now, because I think that, like, your person has never received this amount of consequence for their actions, or for this selfishness that they maybe show at times. And I think that you guys are really holding your ground. Like you're like, I don't chase, I attract. I'm not coming to somebody else. They're gonna have to come to me. They're gonna have to show me that they're enough. And I think that your person is just feeling really feeling that energy for the first time, and like they don't meet people who have shown as much empowerment as you. And I see just this pride coming in from spirit over that, pile 2. But we also have this Ace of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, so your person is, I think your person in the recent past has spent a lot of time just sort of by themselves. What I sense from this connection is that, like, if there has been communication recently, it's new. It's sort of happening after a very long pause or something where you guys felt very distant from each other. And I sense that your person feels like they've been given a new chance. They feel like they've been given a new opportunity, and they really, really want to be like the first one to make you an offer. They want to be open about their feelings. They want to express what's on their heart. And I feel like this is something they've never done before. And I feel like they've been doing it with other people in their life as well. Like they've just been really expressing that people matter to them, or that they love people, or that, you know, this is important to them, because again, they've been in this depressed space where they feel like, oh, I push everyone away. I'm too worried about myself. I'm too focused on myself. And it ends up where I'm alone, and I need to really work on that. So I sense your person has had the courage to really open themselves up to other people in their life and really express themselves to other people, but they haven't had the courage yet to do it with you. There's like something big that they want to confess. There's something big that they want to tell you. And I think that they have sort of this confidence right now to work on themselves enough to show you like a mirror of the gifts that you've given them, and show you at the very least, even if it's sort of like a rudimentary version of what you've given them, or just a less evolved version of what you've given them. Your person is really in this mindset where they want to give you love. They want to give you love. They want to give you affection. They want to give you the things that you've given them, and they want you to know that you're important to them, and they want to tell you that. And I think it's a matter of them working up the courage to do that. And I think they might be very much on the brink of that, because again, I'm really seeing them doing it. Like I see your person sort of like giving these gifts of love to everybody they care about in their life, and they're sort of like saving you for last because they're so scared. You know, I think there's something that's really scaring them about doing it for you. You know, it's just like the biggest accomplishment for them, the biggest fear, the biggest thing they need to do is tell you how much they care. But then we also have the, you know, this popped out with these cards as well. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. So, you know, I sense that something big is like coming. Like your person feels like something has shifted, something has changed. They're ready to start things new again. You know, there's sort of like a change in the wind coming in here, and they have sort of sat and they've patiently waited and they've thought and they've contemplated, but there's something new that's inspiring them now, and I think that they want to take action. Some of you guys might really resonate with pile 1, but I sense that like there is something in this Ace of Wands telling me that your person has found like their key. They have found the way, because this is reminding me of like the keyhole. Like if you're looking through like a lock, you know, I sense that your person has found, like they're cooking right now. They're cooking something up, and they've found sort of the recipe, they've found the key in order to find more enlightenment, find more clarity, and make more changes in their life, and have like an open path to happiness. And I really feel like part of that is showing you more affection, taking more action, and showing you just more of their passion, more of their desire. Now, I feel like this might come in more of like an inconsistent or erratic way than you guys might prefer, but I definitely sense that your person has something, like they are going to be taking action, and they're going to, like, when they feel, even if their emotions are kind of immature and it's quickly changing and it's these like very quick intense bursts of emotion, you know, they're going to tell you how they feel in those moments where they have a burst of affection towards you and when they have a burst of emotion towards you. So, you know, I just really sense you're going to be getting something new from your person, and this is really the start of a new phase where they really open their heart to you and show you what's on their mind in a very explicit way. But let's get a couple of future predictions here, pile 2. So we have Justice coming in here. We have the 5 of Swords. Okay, and then we have both the Star and the 4 of Swords coming in here. Wow, okay. So, you know, when that Justice card and when that 5 of Swords came out, it immediately what I heard from Spirit is like something that has been done in a selfish way is going to be made right. And with this Four of Swords and this Star card popping out together as well, I definitely feel like that was spot on. You know, I sense that your person needs to balance the scales. They need to heal something that they've done. They need to make something right. And I think specifically this has to do with selfishness and sort of self-centeredness. Like, and some of you guys may not like agree with this about your person. You may not want to hear this about your person, whatever the case may be, but I feel like a lot of you guys who chose this pile, you would agree that this is the case with them. You know, this is someone who really does focus on themselves and, you know, not really realize the consequences of the things that they do. And so, you know, I sense that your person is realizing that, and they're realizing that they need to think things through a lot more, and they want to make things right. So something that's been done is going to be made right. It's going to be healed. It's going to be improved. And I think that a lot of you guys are going to get something you've really been hoping for. I just got 1414. A lot of you guys, I think, are going to get what you've been hoping for, something that you deserve. This sort of like healing, protective energy, it has been working in your favor for a long time to give you the healing that you deserve when it comes to this connection and when it comes to this situation with your person. But with that said, let's grab a couple of predictions from the Black Moon Astrology Oracle, or just a couple of things that you guys need to know. Spirit, what do they need to know? Black Moon Lilith mystery. You know, I sense that your person's going to be trying to find more clarity when it comes to their desires, and specifically when it comes to the parts of themselves that they feel they need to hide from society. You know, I always say that, like, if you are so caught up pretending that something doesn't exist, then you have no way to police that thing. You have no way to understand it. You have no way to regulate the behavior that comes from it. And I feel like there are parts of your person that they have been pretending it doesn't exist for some form of self-protection, and now they are really admitting that these feelings are there and these feelings exist and these parts of themselves are real, and that's causing them to really admit so many things, especially when it comes to their feelings for you and the way that you make them feel. They just really want to tell you, they want to scream it from the rooftops here and not keep it hidden, not keep it under wraps. You know what I mean? Aquarius, I know. Okay, so, you know, I sense that your person might be giving you knowledge. Your person might be doing or saying something to uplift you, to help you, to show you a helping hand soon in just your life in general. And, you know, I sense that they are, you know, trying to be new. I think they're trying to give a new energy to themselves and new energy to their behavior. And then we also have Venus, love. So I see love coming in for this connection pile too. Definitely some loving energy, some affectionate energy. Your person's just feeling they're in their feelings for you right now. And I think that they just want to tell you what's going on in their heart, and they want to tell you that they love you. And it's very possible, you know, that they're going to say that explicitly. You know, the index card that you guys got was about, you know, messages. It was like, I feel so close to you, and there are messages that I want to give you, basically. So I think that's how your person's feeling. But with that said, let's grab some channeled messages from your person. What do they want to say to you? I shuffle these off camera because it's hard to shuffle them and show them to the camera at the same time. So we'll shuffle them and read them all at once. But Spirit, what does pile two's person most want to say to them? Which of these is truest to their person's heart? Which of these is truest to their person's heart, Spirit? Okay. So we have, you are always on my mind. So very possible your person has been thinking about you, pile two. I don't want you to take my feelings the wrong way. Okay, interesting. They're hoping to not be misunderstood. Or again, you know, we have this like, they feel like you're walled off. They feel like you're closed off. So they feel like maybe you're not willing to listen or willing to understand them. I'm trying to impress you. Okay. Hold me, kiss me, touch me. It makes my heart flutter when you show signs you care. I wish we talked more. Again, something about like messages, you guys. Communication is coming in, I think, with your person. I wish that I had chosen you. Can you forgive me? I picture us being together someday. And you give me butterflies. So some like anticipation, some feelings of excitement, something about the future is making your person feel excited. But yeah, hopefully some of those messages resonated with you guys. Please remember, it is a general reading. Some messages may be for someone else and not you, and that's totally okay. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But with that being said, the final thing we'll do for this reading is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation that this was for you. So Spirit, which of these might apply to pile 2? Okay, so for zodiacs, you guys got Capricorn, Capricorn again, Libra, Virgo, wow, Virgo again, and Aquarius. And then for letters, you guys got R, T, D, O, I, S, A, and Q. So maybe that spells something out for you guys, or it could be you or your person's initials. The zodiacs could be your sun sign, or perhaps your big 3, or it's you or your person's big 6. But if the terms don't apply to you at all, that's also totally fine. They are just a cherry on top for confirmation, and if the rest of the reading resonates, then it could definitely be for you. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it, pile 2. I hope that you found it helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just about my pricing and the services that I offer and everything like that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, hello my friends who chose pile 3. So if you guys felt attracted to this index card as well as the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, then this reading is for you, and we're going to try and figure out your person's current feelings for you. But the first thing that we'll do for you guys is read your index card. So the message I channeled for you says, I am so excited for the future between us. Can you see it too? So the energy I was picking up on while I channeled this message, pile 3, is just a lot of anticipation, and I feel like it's coming from both you and your person. You know, I sense your person has a lot of plans for the future, and there's a lot of things that they've been envisioning between you, but something about that future isn't really possible in the now, and it's not really possible in the current moment. So I sense that the both of you guys are sort of longing for something more meaningful between you, and you're longing for something more between you right now, but you feel like it's really not possible to put that into motion in this current moment in time. And so I sense that your person primarily, but also possibly you guys, you're really just envisioning the possibilities for the future that you have together, but you know, you just feel like you have to wait, and you feel like you have to have some patience before it's possible. But with that said, let's grab a few cards. Oh, whoa, oh no. All right, sorry. This card even got burnt up a little bit at the edge, but we're grabbing a few cards to get a read on the overall energy between you and your person. And with this Queen of Wands not only popping out of the deck, but popping into the flame in the way that it did, and even kind of singeing, which has never happened before, you know, I feel like it's possible your person is doing away with someone who has been in their life for a long time. And this is a female energy, or just a feminine energy, and it's someone who I think has been very manipulative or very controlling for your person. And I sense that they didn't realize how much control this person had over them for a long time. And I think that they really have built a lot of resentment. They've built a lot of anger, and they really want this person out of their life. And I sense that that's creating a big transition for them. You know, I feel like your person is feeling very burned and feeling just very angry at the presence of this just like manipulative energy, this person who, you know, the Queen of Wands can be someone who's very strong, someone who's very ambitious, and someone who's very admirable. But at the same time, the Queen of Wands is someone who can really control an entire situation without anybody realizing that they're the one behind the scenes doing everything. You know, this is a manipulative energy, and someone who can use perhaps their attractiveness physically or just the amount of respect people have for them, for negative means. And I feel like perhaps a lot of you guys who chose pile 3, there's someone in their life who they didn't realize was really controlling them, really manipulating them, and they want that person gone. So let's get a read on more of this energy here. We have Judgment. And we have the 9 of Swords. So I sense that both you and your person, again, I think you've been waiting for a long time. You've been waiting for things in this connection to have an opportunity to mature and to move forward. But it's been like a really difficult process for the both of you, because I think you have been awakened to this connection and its meaning for a long time. There's something really spiritual here between you. Spirit is really calling you guys together. Your intuition is really calling the both of you together. But at the same time, you've just been really anxious because you can't act on those feelings. I sense that your person has been struggling. I sense that you guys have been struggling. I think that this is something that's really gotten in both of your minds. And I think that despite the fact that the calling from Spirit is so powerful, and the gut feelings and the intuition and the psychic knowing is so powerful, you guys still feel doubt and you still feel unsure of whether or not your intuition is correct or your intuition is to be trusted in this scenario, because things are just not moving forward in the 3D. And I think that a lot of you guys feel like maybe you're just believing a false truth, or you are wrong to believe that this connection is real, or that you're just like wondering if it's one-sided. But I think both you and your person feel that way, and both you and your person are afraid of that right now. And so, Spirit is really telling a lot of you guys that this is something that is real, and that you should have trust and you should have faith in your intuition. And I think just that this connection has a future, and I think your person really wants to tell you that they see a future for this connection, and that they wholeheartedly feel that this connection has a future as well. But let's get some more information. So we have the King of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. Wow. So your person feels like there's just a lot that they're carrying on their shoulders right now. And it's almost like there's something that they've been trying to work through in order to get to you. I sense that they've just had to deal with so much anxiety and so much heartache lately when it comes to this connection, because it's almost like they just have all of these beautiful feelings, I think, just of attraction towards you, and just this like magnetic feeling like they're called to you. But then the complications that come along with that, it's something that causes them so much suffering, and that causes them so much anxiety and fear that I think it becomes heartbreak. It's very possible that there are third parties within this situation. That might not apply to everyone, but it could apply to some of the people watching this video. I think that you have your person, and they care so much about you, and they want so badly to be around you, but then there's something standing in between here, and it's something that really, really makes them sad, and really, really makes them feel like there's just too much, and like maybe it's not possible that they can come towards you. And I think that that's really holding them back in so many ways. For some of you guys, I think maybe you could be involved with a third party yourself, but I also sense your person could be involved with a third party. But whether or not there's another person involved here, I just sense that there's something holding your person back, whether it be an obligation for work, or a financial situation, or a family situation, etc. It's like they just feel like they are stuck in place, and they can't move towards you, even though they feel just this powerful, divine, spiritual love for you. It's just too difficult to hold on to the burden of this love when they know they can't act upon it, and they know there's so much that needs to be overcome before they could ever come towards you and be as close to you as Spirit is telling them they should be. And so I sense this frustration, this emotional feeling of like their emotions have to fit in this like stored away container that is too small, and it like hurts because their feelings for you are too big to fit in the container that they are forced to put them in. And I think that they're just holding these feelings back, and it's so hard for them and so confusing for them because they just feel like there are so many big choices that would need to be made if they were to come towards you, and they just feel like it's really not possible for them to make those choices right now. It's possible the person you're asking about, pile 3, might deal with some health issues pertaining to the heart. We have this 3 of Swords here, so your person's heart could be in pain, just like genuinely in real life, your person's heart could be in pain. But, I sense that they're just under so much stress in regards to this connection because, it's causing them suffering to care for you so much and care about you so much, but not be able to show you that or not be able to act on it and come towards you in the way that they want to. And so I think that they're very stressed and they're very almost exhausted by this connection because it is so consuming, but it's so difficult to manage alongside whatever else might be going on in their life. But let's get some more information. So we have the 7 of Cups, the Lovers. So, I feel very strongly that some of you guys watching this, you could be in a twin flame connection, or if you don't believe in twin flames, just whatever means of fate, or 2 people who are sort of like meant to be together in this lifetime, called to be together in this lifetime, something powerful and something that feels more than the 3D, something that feels like it's being controlled outside the realm of our understanding. I sense that there's just this very powerful connection that spirit is calling upon. There's just so much calling you to each other from the outside, and things that you just don't even understand or have the full perspective of right now. And the feelings that you have are very mutual. They're very returned. It's not unrequited. I think that a lot of you guys, again, I think that some of you guys have dreams about this person too, and you wake up from those dreams and you're like, there is literally no way they are also dreaming about me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the crazy one. I'm insane. Like, I don't think that there's any way that they're up at night thinking about me and unable to sleep, or that they're, that they have me on their mind, etc. This 9 of Swords is very much like, it's a lot of anxiety, obviously, and it's dark thoughts and things like that, but it's also this isolating mental energy of like, is there something wrong with me? Am I the only one who experiences this? And am I the only one who, has these types of thoughts, etc.? And I sense that a lot of you guys are dealing with that within your connection and dealing with that with your person. You feel like maybe they just don't feel the same way. And I think that your person feels that way as well. Like, you both are just in this isolating state of mind because things aren't moving forward in the 3D. But I sense that the love is very returned here. It's very mutual. It's very real. And you guys are feeling called to each other spiritually, not just mentally and not just emotionally. I think that there's something spiritual here, and there's something more here for you guys. And your person is fantasizing about you as much as you're fantasizing about them, I think. And they're thinking about the choices that they might have to make in order to come into union with you. And I sense that your person is just feeling very stressed about the fact that they have to make those choices, and they're feeling very much like they don't know what the outcome of those choices is going to be. And I sense that they have so much love for you in their heart, but there's also so much doubt, and there's so much fear, and there is so much about the 3D circumstances that is not allowing them to feel a security or a confidence in the callings that their intuition is giving them, and in the information that spirit is giving them when in regards to this connection. So I sense your person's just really struggling with that lack of clarity alongside this intensity of their emotions. But we also had the Queen of Swords come out here, and we'll take something else as well. We have the 6 of Swords. So a transition might be happening. I sense that your person, again, they're viewing someone in their life very differently, and I think they're going to be looking for an opposite type of energy or an opposite type of person very soon. It's very difficult for your person to or it has been in the past, during this process, it has been really difficult for your person to see somebody in their life clearly, somebody who had, I guess, negative intentions, sinister intentions of manipulating them, and someone who has had a lot of control over them without having any real empathy or compassion towards them. Like, I see so much anger because your person is realizing, wow, like, I've given so much, I've been this King of Cups, I have shown so much compassion, I have shown so much of what I thought was vulnerability and what I thought was being shared with this person in my life. You know, for those of you who are dealing with a third party, on your person's end, you know, there's something they're really waking up to, because they really thought that they were in something loving and something healthy and something good, when in reality it seems like they were the only one making sacrifices, and they were the only one showing vulnerability and sharing their true self, whereas their person might have been really, really manipulating them, controlling them, and just being uncaring in general. And so, you know, I sense they're kind of angry about that, and I sense that they're kind of leaving something behind. You know, it's not so much that a new era and a new chapter is starting within this connection, as much as I think your person might soon be leaving someone or something behind. But let's get a couple of future predictions for you guys. So we have the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups coming out for the second time. You know, the Seven of Cups is choices, and we have this heart chakra energy coming in here as well with this green color here. So I sense that your person is in the midst of making a lot of choices, and I think they know, they have some clarity that a choice needs to be made, but they don't have the clarity to know which choice it is. So I think that they're kind of trying to process things. I for some reason, seeing this cup, it feels almost like medicine. Like your person has medicine that they need to take, and they're trying to take it, and they need time for that medicine to sort of sink in for them. You know what I mean? But we also have the Chariot. This is another 7 energy, but I feel like progress is being made. New emotional perspectives are being had, and I think new information is coming in where your person, you know, these these things, this 10 of Wands and this 3 of Swords, I think these things are causing your person a lot of pain, and it's causing your person a lot of anxiety and a lot of like burden. Like, it's just really exhausting, and it's really uncontrollable for them. Like, they can't figure it out. They can't stop these negative emotions from controlling their life. And I think that soon they're going to find a better way to take control of these things and to find a direction and to make progress, not only in your connection, but just like as a whole, like emotionally. And so I think that there's going to be just a new peace that comes in for your person, just a new sense of like happiness and a sense of clarity. And I think that that's going to bring about a big transformation for you guys and a big transformation for this connection. This is Cancer energy, by the way, and this is some Scorpio energy. So we've got some water energy coming in here, and we've also got Gemini energy coming in. So, you know, I sense there's a lot of like thinking and really rethinking the fixtures that we've had in our lives for a long time. Just when it comes to your person, I think that they're rethinking the people they've trusted, they're rethinking the people they've allowed in their life for a long time, and I think that's creating sort of a new dynamic for them and a new dynamic for this connection. But let's grab a couple of cards from the Black Moon Astrology Oracle, and we'll take a look at what Spirit really wants you to know about this connection, or maybe some predictions. Grand Cross, Provoker. So yeah, no, something is provoking a change in your person, and I think there's been some sort of like divine intervention here, almost like they would have been down a straight and narrow path for the entirety of their life if something big didn't come in and interrupt the flow of things. And I think something big has come in and changed the trajectory of your person's life very recently, and so I sense that it's provoked some like big changes and some big transformations for them here. Oh, and we've got Pluto transformation coming out as well. Like, your person, like, okay, you might have been in a really stagnant place with this connection for a really long time because your person's situation has not been changing. They were deeply entrenched in a lifestyle. They were deeply entrenched in a relationship, in a work situation, in a family situation, whatever the case may be. That was stopping this connection from thriving, and I sense that something here is transforming. Something big is happening here, to where your person feels differently. we have fire element, desire. So, you know, I sense that there's just some very strong, you know, the fire element to me isn't just desire, but it's action. You know what I mean? It's the things that are calling us to action, you know what I mean? And the parts of us that are passionate enough to take action about something that we are thinking about and something that we care about. And so, you know, I think that something big is happening, some big change is coming for you guys, pile 3, which is very, very exciting news. But with that said, let's grab some message cards from your person. So, Spirit, what does pile 3's person most want to say to them? Which of these is truest to their person's heart? Which of these is truest to their person's heart? Okay. I see myself in you more than anyone. So again, we have sort of that divine mirror energy coming in from that Lovers card, but I see myself in you more than anyone. Really, I think just solidifies that message we were getting about like soulmates, twin flames, something like that, like just divine partnership here. I know that you are really smart. So they know that you're really smart. I definitely think they see you as perceptive. We have that Queen of Swords come out, and I think that was representative of you in the reading. So your person definitely sees you as very perceptive or very insightful, someone who just has a lot of mental clarity or just a really good communicative ability. I have scars you don't know about. So maybe your person's been dealing with something that's been holding them back, and you guys haven't known that that's sort of the reasons behind their choices lately. You don't have to question my feelings ever. They're there. And what did we say about that 9 of Swords? That you guys are like in this mindset where you're constantly questioning whether your person actually cares or whether these feelings are actually mutual. And then we have this affirmation here. You don't have to question my feelings. You don't know how many times I almost called you. So they've definitely been thinking about you. They've definitely, you know, wanted to communicate but felt held back. I can't wait to touch you again. I can't change for anyone but myself. And maybe you've been waiting on a change, you guys. I think a lot of you have been waiting on a change and waiting on a change and waiting on a change. And I think that change has been provoked and it's been inspired lately. And, you know, your person just wants you to know, like, it's coming because it's coming from myself. And there was no other way, no other route for this transformation to happen within me. I have been through a lot. Okay. Please don't leave. They don't want to miss their chance with you. I'm still healing my relationship with love. I like that you are unpredictable, but it scares me. And do you care about me, or is it all in my head? There we go again with the wondering if this is one-sided. So hopefully some of those resonated with you guys. If you know any of them didn't, just remember it's a general reading. Sometimes messages are for somebody else and they're not for you, and that's totally okay. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But the final thing we'll do for this reading is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation that this was for you. So Spirit, which of these might apply to pile 3? Which of these does pile 3 need to see today? Okay, so for zodiacs, you guys got Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, and Aries again. And then for letters, you guys got N, N, G, G, Y, E, H, and D. That's probably hard to see on top of all the letters, so hold on. But the letters could be something, you know, it could spell something out for you guys, or it could be you or your person's initials. The zodiacs could be you or your person's big 3, or maybe your big 6, but if the charms don't resonate with you at all, that's also totally fine. They are just a cherry on top for confirmation, and if the rest of the reading resonates with you, then it could definitely be for you. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just about my pricing and just the services that I offer. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye-bye. Well, hello, my friends who chose pile 4. So if you guys felt attracted to this index card as well as the Mystical Manga Tarot, then this reading is for you, and we're going to try and figure out how your person currently feels about you. But the first thing we'll do for you guys is read your channeled message from the index card. So this one says, I miss you so much. I want you back. I can't lose you. So, you know, what I was feeling in the energy when I was channeling this message, pile 4, is I see your person feeling very, very lost without you. It's almost like, you know, I see them at like a birthday party and everyone's like laughing around them and they're blowing out their candles and they're celebrating and they're supposed to be having a good time. But in reality, like, they're thinking about you, they're missing you, they're feeling like something is just fundamentally missing from their life if you're not there. And I just sense that they feel like they wholeheartedly can't bear the thought of ever permanently losing you or ever having to live their life without your energy being a part of things. I think that your person has felt very connected to your energy for a long time, pile 4, and they feel almost like you serve as this guiding factor for them, as this sort of anchor that allows them to feel a lot more stability. So hopefully that resonates with some of you guys. But the first thing we'll do with the tarot is grab a few cards to get a read on the overall energy that's currently surrounding your connection with your person. I do sense it's very possible a lot of you guys are in a separation right now. But let's take a look, Spirit. What can you tell us about pile 4's connection with their person? Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups. Oh, we have the 3 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. So I definitely sense with this 4 of Cups, it's almost like both you and your person are in this space where you feel like there's nothing that could be good enough unless it's your person, unless it's this person that you're thinking about, this person that you're asking about, pile 4. I think that you're kind of bored and dissatisfied by a lot of other things in your life, or a lot of the gifts that have been given to you in your life, to the point where you're not even really noticing them. I think Spirit is really calling for a lot of you guys who chose this pile to really try to focus more on appreciating the other blessings in your life and the other things that are going on, even if you just don't really feel fulfilled or don't really feel satisfied, as long as you're not getting things that you want when it comes to this connection. You know, it's still really important to appreciate the other things in your life. But I sense there's this very mutual energy of longing. Both you and your person are really thinking about the other, and I sense your person is really fantasizing about you. You know, a lot of moments in their day, they're thinking of you, you're on their mind. You just come up and they imagine what it would be like to even have a conversation with you, or they imagine what you would think of something they do or of something they say. You know, I sense that you are on your person's mind a lot more than you think, pile 4, and I sense that the energy is actually growing between the two of you right now. I think that things are getting just more and more and more intense energetically and behind the scenes, to the point where it's building up to something, and I think something more might be coming soon for this connection. But I sense with this 4 of Cups, it's like you just feel this intensity gathering and gaining momentum in this connection, but part of you feels like, okay, this has happened before and it didn't really lead to anything, so I'm kind of, you know, I'm not going to read too deeply into this until something actually happens in the 3D. But let's get some more information on your person's current feelings, pile 4. But I definitely sense that both you and your person are thinking a lot about one another and feeling just really frustrated at the fact that things aren't moving forward here yet. We have the Death card coming in, the 5 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. So I sense it's possible for some of you that there's a third party involved in this situation, and I sense it's possible that a lot of you guys are dealing with stagnation in this connection, not because the feelings aren't mutual and not because your person doesn't want something more between you, but because there's an interfering factor here. And the interfering factor could be a person, but it could also be just a different life situation that makes it so that your person feels like they can't come towards you. But I do sense there could be a separate relationship going on here, or just a separate person involved. I also sense that there is a friendship between you and this person that you're asking about. And I think that communication might have really faltered in the recent past. I think that usually you guys would communicate very frequently, or this connection might exist in like a cycle where you communicate very frequently and very passionately in certain moments of time, but then after that, like, it sort of fizzles out and you go through a cycle of separation. But you feel like you always sort of get your person to the verge, or get your person on the brink of expressing more of their feelings to you. I think that this person is really important to you, and I think that you are really important to your person as well. I'm getting an energy just from these messages that you've known this person for a really, really long time. And I sense that they've sort of been like a fixture in your life, and you have served in the same way for your person. That's sort of what I was picking up on in the energy of, like, your person genuinely feels like there's something missing from their life when you're not around. It's possible some of you guys missed this person's birthday as a result of this separation, which is why I was seeing like a birthday party and they were sad blowing out candles. It's possible they were really feeling a lot of grief and sadness in that moment where you missed their celebration. It's possible you were like just recently missing from a celebration that your person was at. Could be a wedding, could be a birthday party, but I think that they just really are missing your energy from their life, and they're just kind of wondering where things went wrong, and I think they're kind of wondering how they can transform this situation. But I would say that your person's feelings for you are so intense, but at the same time they're kind of like going through a lot of confusion right now, and their life has transformed in a lot of ways recently, to the point where I think that they just feel very powerless in life in general right now. I'm picking up on some financial issues going on for your person. It's possible there was a failure for them, something to do with a long-term goal. So maybe a business venture has failed for them, an academic venture has failed for them, but they feel like they've had to start from square one, and that's really made it so that they are just acting in this really emotional, really erratic way. And I think that it's possible for a lot of you guys, your person recently acted in a very erratic way as well. And that was just like really confusing. You weren't expecting them to act that way, especially when there's so much history and depth and context to this relationship. But I think that, your person pushed you away and really isolated themselves, and really was throwing a pity party a little bit and feeling sorry for themselves. But also at the same time, I think that they thought that it would be okay if they pushed you away, that everything would be fine. Because I think that they had more to be happy about at the time when they put you at arm's length. They had more in their life that was fulfilling, and more in their life that made them happy. And I think that all of those things have sort of faded away for your person recently. All of the things that kept them happy or satisfied or feeling okay without you in their life, I think that all of those things have really faded away, or really lost their meaning for your person. They've been disillusioned about something that they thought was good. Perhaps friends that they used to spend a lot of time with, like they're feeling like they don't really relate with those people anymore, or they're feeling like those people just aren't, whoever your person thought they were. And so they're just starting to feel really depressed. They're starting to feel really isolated. And while perhaps in the past they felt like maybe they didn't necessarily need you and they could push you away while they figured their overwhelming feelings out, now they just feel like they need you, and they should invite you back into their life. And they're just thinking about the good times. They're thinking about the happy times you guys have spent together and how that was genuine, because again, like, that's why I'm picking up on, like, your person feels like they've lost their friends, or they've lost their like support system, or it's just not fulfilling for them anymore to hang out with those people. They feel like it's disingenuous to hang out with those people. They're not being their true self. Whereas with you, they feel like it's authentic. They feel like it's real. They feel like it's honest. And now they're just feeling like they've lost that because they made the choice to push you away. I sense that a lot of you guys are kind of like, you're upset. You're kind of holding a grudge over something that your person did because you feel like they were being stupid. Like, you feel like they were being kind of silly. And you wish that they would have approached the situation with more maturity. And I just sense that your person has learned their lesson. Whatever it is that they have to like apologize to you for, I think they've learned their lesson. But I think for some of you guys, like, you feel like it's too late. Like, you feel like they're going to have to do much more than learn their lesson in order to get back into your life. But let's grab some more messages for you guys, pile 4. We have the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. You guys have been feeling your person's energy lately. Like, I think there was a point in time where you were really, really sad and you were really upset about everything that happened with this connection. And you really were like, I literally don't know what to do. I don't feel like I can be okay unless things are okay between me and my person. But I sense a lot of you guys have actually transitioned out of that a little bit. And you in some ways, have sort of like forgotten about this situation and forgotten about this connection. I think that even though in your daily life you've forgotten about this connection, a lot of you are still holding a grudge. Like, you have memories of the fact that things are unresolved, and you just like, you get overwhelmed a little bit because you're like, I can't believe things happened like that. I can't believe things were left like that. Like, it just really upsets you. And it's hard to forget about it, and it's hard to feel satisfied. It's hard to feel okay. You almost feel, again, like haunted. Like, it keeps bothering you and you don't know why. You just want to move on type thing. And I think that it's hard for you to really recognize the gifts that have come from whatever situation has happened between you and your person, because I think that your person truly has transformed in so many ways. I think that over the course of this separation between you, your person has truly done a 180 in their life, and they've truly transformed. And I think they're trying to reach out to you spiritually. They might even be trying to reach out to you in the 3D. And you know, they want to start this connection up again, and they want to try and explore what you guys have between you again. But I think that they're still leaving things ambiguous. They're not telling you how they really feel. They're not being explicit about their emotions. And I think a lot of you guys are really feeling unsatisfied by that. You're really feeling like, wow, I can't believe they're just still not acknowledging what happened, and they're still not giving me the apology that I deserve. And you're just feeling really unsatisfied by everything. So, you know, I sense that your person really feels like they need you, but right now they also feel like they're afraid of you. They're afraid of the consequences of their actions, and I think they're afraid of the way that they've made you feel, and they don't really know how they're going to be able to approach you now, because it seems like you guys are just still very frustrated and you're still very much holding a grudge over something that happened. But I sense your person is just really missing you and really, really longing for time together. And I think that despite everything, even if in your conscious mind you feel anger, you guys also miss your person too. It's sort of what I'm picking up on, and I think you guys are kind of upset with yourselves about that. You wish you didn't still feel connected to them, but you still find yourselves thinking about them. But I think your person is more so in this mindset of like, nothing is going to be okay until things are okay with pile 4. Nothing is satisfying in my life until things are okay with pile 4. You know, that type of energy is just really intense here. But let's grab a couple of predictions for you guys. We have the Page of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. Okay. I sense your person is preparing to make some type of apology to you guys, pile 4. I think that, you know, obviously they feel like they can't live without you. And I think that part of them is hoping that you have been sort of waiting for them to communicate with you again, that you have been waiting for them to feel okay again and waiting for them to recover from whatever it is that they were going through. But I sense that you guys have really, really rethought this connection, and your view of your person has really transformed since the last time that you were close and the last time that you spoke with each other frequently. But your person still views you as this sort of fixture in their life, as someone who's always going to be there, someone who's always going to be a part of their life and communicate with them and be their friend or be, you know, someone that they're involved with romantically. And I sense that soon this connection is coming into a space where they're going to try and have more access to your energy, and they're going to try to communicate with you and try and come in with some sort of offer of communication, a gesture of like friendliness, a gesture of like an olive branch of some kind. But
I sense it's going to be difficult for the both of you to get past things, because your person might try to use methods they've used before to access your energy and to be in your life. And I sense that that's really not going to work out for them this time. And I think that with everything that they're going through in their life right now, it's just going to be really difficult for them to do what you need them to do in order for you to feel satisfied or for you to feel happy with everything that has happened. So I sense in the near future, there's going to be an offer, there's going to be a gesture of communication. But for some of you guys watching this pile, you definitely aren't going to be happy, and you're definitely not going to be totally satisfied by that offer of communication, because you just feel like it's not enough and you feel like you're not over the way that things happened before. But let's grab a couple cards on things that you might need to know from the Black Moon Astrology Oracle. Spirit, what can you tell us about Pile 4's connection? Scorpio, I transform, and we have the Death card here, which is associated with Scorpio. I definitely sense your person has gone through a huge transformation, and I think they're trying to like emerge into the world and really embody the way that they've transformed, and really finally align with the energy that you've been trying to get them to align with for a really long time. I sense this person's really special to you. Like, this is like the big one. This is like someone you've cared about for so long. And I think that no matter what, you're going to care about them. And like, this is just so important. But they just haven't met you in the middle, and they haven't been on the same page. And I sense that soon they're finally going to be on that same page. And soon they're finally, like, lightning's going to strike. We have Jupiter coming out here. Abundance. Lightning's going to strike, and your person's finally going to be on the same page. And I think that you are finally going to be the person who is in control. I think maybe a lot of you have felt very controlled by your connection with this person, very much like it can govern you. It can cause you to make choices that are even at your own expense or at your own harm. For example, like if that person wanted you to stay up all night even though you needed sleep, like some of you might have been willing to do that for them in the past, or you might be willing to skip out on a routine that's really important to your own health because this person wants to spend time with you, like that type of thing. Like, I feel like they've been the one in control, but I sense that soon you guys are going to be the one in control, and you guys are going to be the one who really calls the shots in this connection, because your person's finally going to align with the energy you've been aligned with the whole time. And it's going to feel the way it's felt for you, for them, and they're going to feel like they want nothing more than to be with you. Except this time I sense that you will have sort of transcended that energy, and you won't feel that same way about them. And so there's just like this abundance of affection, or almost this like wish fulfillment energy coming in. And then we have first house, the body. So perhaps there's a physical transformation coming in for you or your person, but I also sense that there is physical attraction and physical affection coming in from your person wanting to share some type of physical relationship with you. And I think that a lot of you guys are going to be very surprised and very confused by the way that this person approaches both their body and your body. I think things will have changed. Again, I think maybe they've had some type of physical transformation for some of you guys. But yeah, the biggest energy we've gotten in this reading is Scorpio energy. But with that said, let's grab some messages from your person, guys. Spirit, what does Pile 4's person most want to say to them? Which of these is truest to their person's heart? Okay. Can this be our little secret? So again, as I said, it's possible a third party has held you guys back in the past. And I think that if that is the case, your person would want to find a way to facilitate a stronger relationship between you. I think things have remained undefined in the past because of whatever interfering factor there has been. So maybe your person is wanting to have a discussion that defines the relationship better. Our last conversation is still weighing on me. And that is energy I was definitely picking up on. Like, they want to resolve something. They can't let something go. You would never believe me if I told you how I feel. I really want to make love to you. This card really makes me feel like your person has been holding in their true feelings for a really long time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like they haven't been willing to be honest. And I think that they want to be honest. I don't want to see you with anyone else. You have no idea how serious I am about you. I would prefer it if we took things slow. I am trying to make my way to you. You are the song in my heart. You are possibly the smartest person I've ever met. And I know that you are one of a kind. Part of me is feeling called to draw a couple more. Hold on. Okay. I have nothing against you. I have great memories with you. Wow. And I've got big plans for us. Okay, pile 4. So I definitely think that your person is really wanting to come in and really wanting to let you know how they truly feel. And I think they're really aligning with an energy that allows them to see you for who you truly are and really appreciate you more. Anyways, for the final thing we'll do for this reading, we're going to draw some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation that this was for you. So Spirit, which of these might apply to pile 4? Okay, so for zodiacs, you guys got Cancer, Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries, and Gemini. And then for letters, you guys got W, R, Q, Y, X, H, Z, P, and V. So the letters could spell something out for you guys, or it could be you or your person's initials. The zodiacs could be your sun signs, or possibly you or your person's big 3 or your big 6, but the charms don't have to apply to you at all. They are just a cherry on top for confirmation, and if the rest of the reading resonates, then it could definitely still be for you. But with that said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading, and I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just about my pricing and the services that I offer and everything like that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye bye.